The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa.
Taken at the goal line.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air right away is Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
This is taken at the 18 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some space here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside 3rd of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 42 yards.
And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check it.
Now Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Stopped for the loss by Devin White.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
That was filthy. I ain't gonna lie. That was filthy.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Packers 21. Buccaneers nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
a nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now a first down carry by Jones. William Golston in on the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Past the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And able to find Alan Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Down to about the 45. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball.
And the Rams got it. They bring it down. Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he finds Watson. It's caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Dillon.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Atwell now from his end zone.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
An inside give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 15-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's good.
Going right back to Akers. And he'll go down at the 28. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action. Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. That'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Looking to throw again on second down. RODGERS. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Atwell now from his end zone.
Tutu Atwell on the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stafford now to throw.
That would complete to Skoranek. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
16 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Cam Akers
Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Rams are back within a score.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along?
Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson.
Don't disrespect me like that. You know what's finna happen, man. You knew what I was finna do.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the... And it's intercepted! And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Leonard Floyd buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
two-point conversion attempt still to come. After the interception, here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hungry.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Terrell Lewis, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now RODGERS on the bootleg. Able to find Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is RODGERS. And Watson has it right side.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, they'll throw with RODGERS.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The give is to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, 29 yards. And the Packers are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
31, Rams 19. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Completes it to Powell. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers throwing here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
So a win here for the Packers. And we've said it so many times in the past.